Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
KATSEYE isn't over-performing. You're just used to mediocrity.
Months ago, Lesser Efim posted this TikTok of Yoonjin and Chaewon dancing with Sophia and Daniela of KATSEYE. Once it was posted, there were some people, particularly K-pop stans, pointing out that they believe that Daniela was not only overdancing in this video, but is an overdancer in general.
Oh no, she's not.
So today, I want to ask this question. Does Daniela do too much? Is she an overdancer? Or is K-pop stans too used to mediocrity? Let's get started. Firstly, let's establish what
K-pop stans are too used to mediocrity. We've been saying that for however long well, not however long, I guess in the beginning, no, but I've been saying that for a good year now.
overdancing actually means. Overdancing is when a performer uses excessive, uncontrolled, or mismatched energy that disrupts the overall group performance. It usually shows up as movements that are too sharp, too big, or off style compared to the rest of the group, causing the dancer to break formation unity or draw attention for the wrong reasons. True overdancing isn't about having high energy, it's about lacking control, balance, and
Really? We're throwing shade at Ayan? I don't know that's necessary. I don't know if Ayan overdances, to be fair.
synchronization, making the performance look uneven,
Did this say
chaotic,
remember she
or
had like high energy?
I
and they told her to
remember
calm down her energy?
I remember the conversations, but I never thought she overdanced. I think Ahyun's danced well. I don't think she overdances. I honestly, I don't know anyone who overdances. Like, to call someone for overdancing, that means that the idol that you're standing is not dancing good enough. So you're like, oh, this person is overdancing. They're doing too much. You're just jealous. How can you, like, overdancing? The only time I can say overdancing is if, like, you out of sync, I guess, or you're going so hard that you get out of sync. Then okay, I can see that. But if you're just doing harder than anyone else, but you're still in sync, then you're not over dancing. Then you're doing what you're supposed to do. The other ones are
You need the
lacking.
energy.
Yeah. If you get out of sync, okay, we can talk about it.
out of sync with the choreography's intended style or the group's collective dynamics. Now, Daniela has been a dancer for virtually her entire life,
That's
and it
her?
is not hard to tell that it is something she excels in.
No.
Not only is she the best dancer in
Wow, she
KATSEYE,
changed a
but I
lot.
don't think it's crazy to say she is one of the best dancers when it comes to pop artists. But of course, she is in a group with 5 other members. When you're in a group, it's all about balance, and if that balance is thrown off, it can affect the group's overall cohesion and make performances appear uneven or off. So, is that what Daniela is doing? Is she an
If anything, I think KATSEYE, that, I don't want to say over dancing, but the way KATSEYE dance is what makes them. I remember when we watched Gnarly first time, not the music video, but we did the Inkigayo, I think. We were like, because I didn't even like the song. So and then we did the Inkigayo, and I was like, it just blew me away. That I was like, I don't like the song, but this performance was so good that I don't care that I don't like the song. It's because of the way they dance, the sharpness in the movements, like that dance performance that KATSEYE did of Gnarly. I think might be the best dance performance to date by anyone. Like, that was just, it was so good.
dancer? And does she make KATSEYE performances look uneven or off? My answer is no. Let me explain. I have watched many KATSEYE performances, and not once have I ever had the thought of Daniela is doing too much, or she is an overdancer. I think the term overdancer is used too loosely nowadays, especially by K-pop stans, and it's a term people mainly give to artists they don't like. All of KATSEYE are strong performers, even though they're barely a 2-year-old group. Their first tour just started, and I couldn't be more proud. Their live singing is amazing. The stage presence is off the charts, and most importantly, it looks like they're genuinely having fun. But back to my main point. If you watch any of KATSEYE's performances, it's obvious that the balance and synergy is there. All of the members, Daniela included, know how to balance their
like to another group, like who compared. So we're just analyzing KATSEYE
I think this video is just about KATSEYE, which it should be. I don't want to bring Baby Monster
because
in.
I remember like Twice having a moment being called out, Jenny being called out.
For over dancing?
No, like
For being lazy.
for
Okay.
lack of dancing. And there was another one.
Oh,
too
aespa
recently.
always. Winter from
Winter.
aespa just was
Yeah,
yesterday.
Winter
Yeah,
is recent.
energy where they can keep the performance balanced.
Because you
and
know
also
when you say, "Oh, in K-pop we're used to that," so what are the examples too that we should identify? Oh, under dancing, not over dancing.
I think there's a lot of underdance. Overall underperform. There's a lot of
But
underperforming
say
in
the
K-pop.
names, call them out. Say the names, call them out.
When we react to it, we call it out. Like,
No.
oh, her. Oh.
So
Who you
keep
talking
their
about?
energy balanced for singing
Because
live
I
and
don't like
also
when people, they talking about everything but like what they talking about.
performing their choreography. Anyone that says Daniela is an overdancer is exaggerating. Now, this user is obviously just rage baiting to get some likes. No one is taking a TikTok challenge that seriously. But I do want to ask this question as well. Have K-pop fans become so accustomed to mediocrity that when they
Because
finally see an
seen
artist
Daniela being actually rewarded, she got to also dance with
Yeonjun?
Yunjin.
Mhm.
or group delivering the level of energy expected from a performer, they label it as overdancing or doing too much. And I'd have to say yes. When you only consume K-pop content and music, and only watch modern K-pop performances, I can understand why you may think a performer like Daniela is an overdancer, or she does too much. The performance standards and expectations in modern K-pop are significantly lower than those in the broader pop industry.
Yes, we've been preaching that. We've been saying that. I feel like K-pop stands just it's trash. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's mind-boggling to me. And I think we did a video about this, not about K-pop, but on our main channel. It was just overall that people have lowered their standards because it makes them feel more good about themselves. What was that video? Do you remember? Because it's like people basically hating on stars, the ones like are super good and they like a lot of mediocre stuff nowadays because they feel like, oh, that's something I could do. Like that. It was
I remember the one star quality.
it was about like I think we've talked about like the not TikTok, YouTube rappers that people that came off doing music on YouTube that they're all just mediocre. But they're not like true stars, but people like them because it's relatable to them.
Relatable.
Because that's how they feel. Oh, this is
Yeah.
like they. And I think I talked about that why people hate on LeBron because like he's at the top and they because they can't get there, can never get there. So it's just that hate comes from that. So this is the same principle in K-pop. Like I feel like K-pop is so mid for the most part. There's like a couple highlights and sometimes they drop good music. That's why we still here reacting to it. But a lot of the times it's just mid. But the people, I don't know if they don't get out of the K-pop bubble. They don't actually, watch people perform like how it's supposed to be performed. Like I don't know, Beyonce, Lady Gaga, Ariana Grande. I don't know.
Because look how it is. Like you want it to be successful so it could be a TikTok trend, which is like the everyday person being able to do it, not like professionals.
Mm-hmm.
believe that many K-pop fans have become so used to heavily robotic K-pop stages, and many K-pop artists with no stage presence, that when they see an artist like Daniela, or San, who is also said to be an overdancer, they're so quick to say they're doing too
thought they said
much,
he's an
when in
underdancer.
reality, they're just performing at the level that they
he
should
was
be.
dancing with J-Hope, and they said, wait, he didn't really bring the energy in that one. Remember, it was like a TikTok they had to do together.
I do remember
And
vaguely
J-Hope
something.
was dancing with San, Métis, and they're saying, oh, he lacking energy here.
I don't remember exactly what, but J-Hope is also really good dancer. To match J-Hope's energy is it's not an easy task. J-Hope is definitely up there on top in terms of dancers.
If you genuinely believe Daniela or San are overdancers, I highly advise you to go watch some of their group performances. KATSEYE and KATSEYE are two groups that are very good at performing, and they tend to have intense choreography. Why would Daniela or San execute that choreography with minimal energy? If they did that, then K-pop stans would just label them as lazy, and the argument that, oh, Daniela does too much and doesn't match the other members doesn't work here, and you'd know that if you stop to watch any KATSEYE group performance. Daniela and San aren't overshadowing their groups. They're performing with control, intention, and professionalism, which is the complete opposite of what actual overdancing looks like. I'm not saying overdancing isn't a thing, but it just doesn't apply to Daniela, San, or many of the idols K-pop stans try to label as overdancers. I think a great example of overdancing would be Ayeon from Baby Monster.
Wow.
This isn't every performance, but there are many performances where she tends to lack control in her moves, dance pretty sporadically, and is not in sync with her group members, therefore making the performance.
I guess let me put it this way.
What?
What we have seen from Baby Monster,
Oh, speak for yourself. Not speak
I
for
have
me.
not gotten this vibe that she is out of sync with the group. Now we haven't seen a lot of Baby Monster. I'm not saying we've seen any performance, so it is possible she has overdanced in some. But me personally, I've never seen like, oh, she's doing too much.
What I have seen is how the comments have been getting to her, where you see in one
Yes, that we have
performance,
seen.
for the same song, it's one way, and then the other is like energy.
We have seen that the comments get to her head. We have
Yeah.
seen that, yes,
She
but
reads it.
yes, she does hear the feedback, which is good. But it's good that she hears the feedback. I don't know if it's good that she, lets it get to her head necessarily. But I personally, I don't feel like I've seen a performance where she is doing too much, that she's so much that she's out of sync in terms of dancing. Now, if you want to talk about her screaming, yelling at the mic, I have seen her yell at the mic. But in terms of dancing, I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Look honestly weird. Am I saying that Ayan should have less energy? No. I think having lots of energy on stage is amazing for an artist, but when you're in a group, it's all about balance. And when you don't know how to balance it and also control your moves, it just makes the whole group look uncohesive. But Ayan is young, and I believe she can get better with time. I do believe K-pop stans are too harsh when it comes to Ayan's dancing, but that's a whole different conversation. I even remember some tweets from K-pop stans saying that Daniela's signature move from Gnarly was an example of her doing too much, and I just had to laugh. I genuinely do believe that, because so many K-pop fans are so used to these K-pop artists who don't have a lick of stage presence to save their life, that when they do see an artist who knows how to have fun on stage, but also perform the choreo, have good stage presence, stand out, but also have good synchronization with the group, they only feel the need to make fun of them, to tear them down. And this really just goes back to what I said in previous videos, about how the bar for K-pop is so low. At least back in previous generations, we had more K-pop artists who knew how to have fun during performances, have good stage presence, interact with the crowd, do some ad-libs. Nowadays, we're lucky if we get one K-pop artist in a generation that can perform at that level. And I would think that maybe I'm expecting too much from them, but then I'd see an artist like KATSEYE, or even K-pop artists from previous generations, do it with ease. And I say no, I'm not expecting too much at all. I'm not here to start fan wars. I just wanted to give my thoughts on a topic I've seen being debated online.
I like this channel. I feel like we agree upon a lot. Her or whoever the person behind it, and I think not the first time that I agree with what they have to say. What your cat now? You want to be a part of KATSEYE? Where's your eye? I hear you're a cat. Where's your eye?
Let me see the comments here.
Oh, meow, meow, meow. What? Or do you want to be part of Meow? You can
I'm
join
just
Meow.
saying
Meow
that
has 5 members. They can take a 6.
I think we should talk about who she's referring to that don't dance.
But this is not about who don't dance. This is about someone who does dance, and that is Daniela.
Yeah, but
She's just basically the
okay,
video is
but
not about who don't
obviously-
dance.
See my point.
What is your point?
My point is that while the topic is of Daniela, I do think the fans who are making these comments, they're coming from some sort of base. Like who are they looking to as the standard to say, okay, this is what dancing should look like?
KATSEYE is the
Call
standard.
that out. No, because obviously Daniela is over dancing. So what does normal dancing in the K-pop should look
But
like?
that's not the
Point
claim
it
for
out.
her to make. That's a claim who's saying the people that are saying Daniela is over dancing. They're the ones that have to make the
Yeah,
claim.
but she could give me some
She's-
examples. Like what's wrong with me asking a question? Can I ask a question?
Why she has to do her? The point of her video is not to talk about others, is to focus about
Okay,
Daniela.
my point of this video is that I want to know who are the others are we referring to?
That standard
when we're
dancers?
saying that are standard dancers,
Okay,
but
like,
are revered as the
give
best
you-
dancer.
to give
That's
you
what I'm
a
asking.
mid-tier dancer for you.
That everyone thinks, oh, they can dance. But I'm looking at them.
Espa.
You want to know what my thoughts are?
What?
Sometimes Lisa, she can dance, but sometimes she can't dance.
Okay.
And I think it's because in her group, there's a lack of dancers. So she doesn't dance to the standard of dancing if she was in a group where everyone can dance.
Yes.
So that would be my example.
There you go.
Was that so hard, so complicated?
No,
to
but the
say?
point
No.
of her
That
video
was
is
my,
not to.
no, but that was my question. So that was
Whatever.
my question. It's not whatever. It's my question.
Okay, I like Daniela's dancing. She's so flexible and her hip isolations are amazing. She has definitely caught my eye with her dancing.
Because if we put Daniela, let's put her in a group where I would think people would look at her and, oh, she's over dancing. If you put her in Blackpink, because the other girl's not gonna keep up with the girl.
Oh my god.
So and it's not like an age thing. I'm like, let's look at Blackpink in their prime. Could a Rose dance next to a Daniela? And
Why
not look like-
Blackpink blew up so much? They're not dancers. They're not singers. What do they have?
That's, you see, as an outsider, I'm trying to figure it out.
Like, I see why
because
BTS
they've been
blew up.
complaining about, oh, my bones, like this takes a lot out of me. But then again, you're not putting out a lot of
Like-
songs. Like you're not working like an aespa, like doing all these songs. Their catalog is not that long as Blackpink.
Like,
for you to complain to me, say you tired.
If you look at BTS, they're very like relatable. They documented everything. There's a lot of content how people can relate to the guys. The guys are actually good performers. The rappers are good rappers. The singers are good singers. The dancers are good dancers. They're good performers. Their performances are good. I don't think we ever seen a bad BTS performance. Like, I've seen songs I don't like being performed. The one we did yesterday, Permission to Dance, to me that was a little gimmicky, but that's neither here nor there. With Blackpink, there's barely any content. The girls seem stuck up. Don't seem relatable at all. They can't dance. They can't sing.
Rose can sing.
Yes, she's the only one. But
Jisoo, she doesn't get to sing in the way she wants to sing. Jenny.
But even
Lisa,
let's be real. Even Rose can sing, but she's not like the greatest of the singers.
But in that.
No, but I'm just saying compared to the rest of
okay.
the field, like Rose is okay. She's not like phenomenal singer. They don't sing. They don't dance. The songs are. I guess the songs are probably just popular. The vibe of the songs, is that what blew up? Because I don't see what made them so. I don't get how they blew up so much. Because there's just not much there. Whatever.
It's the comments.
We read the comment. No, I didn't read it. I felt like I read it.
Right, we didn't.
In short, no, she's not over dancing. She's flexible. That's why her legs are up that high. K-pop fans are used to seeing untalented, good-looking people.
I think so.
They don't know what dancing is.
I think it's just pretty.
I think so too. I think K-pop is more about what you look like. Yeah.
Okay, Aeon is Beyonce. She's trying to tell y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible.